We have everything that life has to offer. And sometimes, because we have it at our fingertips, we take it for granted. And we become ungrateful in the court of Allah Azza wa Jal. The month of Ramadan al-Mubarak is actually here to teach us. And Allah Azza wa Jal, through His great wisdom, teaches us that although these are blessings that I've given you, I'm going to impose on you the fact that you cannot eat between certain times, and you're going to stay away from certain things for my pleasure. And as well as the other purifications that Ramadan al-Mubarak brings with it and all the other treasures, one of the keys is this, that you realize that we who live in European countries, the UK and other countries, and whoever's well off, you appreciate that what we have is a blessing from Allah Azza wa Jal, and you feel empathy and sympathy and care for those who don't have these blessings, those who don't know where the next meal's coming from, those who don't know how they're going to feed their children. And in Ramadan al-Mubarak, when you are hungry and you feel the pangs of hunger, you relate to those people. And Allah Azza wa Jal has made it obligatory for us. It's one of the pillars of Islam that we pay zakat. Now, this is money for the poor to help them in their desperation, in their time of need. And I'm not going to go into the technical rules of zakat and how to calculate it and everything else. Seek help from your local imam in relation to that. But zakat is an obligation. It is a farz. It is there to purify you and your money. All the money that you gather, within it are impurities. And zakat purifies that. It's like a furnace. You pay your zakat and what you get out is pure gold. And it's only 2.5%. The ummahs of the past had it much higher. 2.5%, it's £2.50 on every £100. And then that is not £100 that you earn. You are allowed to take your expenses out, you're allowed to take care of all your needs, and then any surplus that's left. But like I said at the beginning, seek help and guidance from your imams and scholars as to the exact calculation. We do it in relation to our tax returns and everything else. This is more important because Allah Azza wa Jal is commanding you to give in His way 2.5%. And if we did this properly and made sure that we got it to the needy, what the companions used to do, the blessed companions of Zakāh Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam used to take out their zakat in the month of Sha'ban. And they used to say, look, we're doing it now so that the poor people can enjoy Ramadan as well. So they calculated their wealth, they looked at their expenses, they calculated what their zakat would be and made sure that they got it to the orphans, the poor and the needy in time. Today, a lot of brothers, we're doing quite well. You know, we've got good jobs, we've got luxury lives, we drive nice cars, we've got big houses, and yet we can't be bothered taking zakat. It's not you. It's the whispers of the shaitan. It's only a small amount. You know, if somebody had £100,000 after all his expenses saved in his account and it was there all year round, his zakat is only 2.5%, so it's 2,500, which is nothing. Nothing. And this is why it's very important not to fall into this trap of just being lazy and heedless. Because in this world, you lose the blessings from your earnings. In the grave, you will be asked questions about it, and in the hereafter, you will be punished for it. And yet, if you pay your zakat, because it's the command of Allah Azza wa Jal and the way of the beloved Habib Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, then this will bring so much blessings to the mal, the halal that you've earned, that you won't even be able to handle it. And Allah Azza wa Jal will give you rizq from places you can't even imagine. So this is zakat. And then zakat is only 2.5%. What I encourage you to do is do much more than that. So that's the bare minimum that you have to do. And don't be lazy. Get your calculations done. It's not going to take long. If you've got properties on rent, speak to the scholars, see what you have to pay on the rental money received, and make sure that you pay your zakat on time. Paid in Ramadan, the rewards are multiplied manifold. But also, give to the poor. You know, there'll be people collecting for Gaza. There'll be people collecting for other areas of the world where people are suffering. There will be people collecting for their own, relatives who are poor. Donate something to everybody, even if it's a fiver. Make sure that you put your part in there, so that on the day of judgment, who knows what will be accepted. And it may be that small amount you give counts, or it may be that the big amount counts. Try and give as much as you can in the way of Allah Azza wa Jal. Zakāh Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said that I guarantee you that if you give in the way of Allah Azza wa Jal, whether it's zakat or sadaqah or lillah, I guarantee you that you will never go short. Nabi Kareem Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is guaranteeing you that you will get rewards. Today, if we had an investment plan and it was good returns, you'd jump at the chance. This is the best investment you can make for life in this world, in the grave, and the hereafter. Ramzan Mubarak.